Dust adapter sets are a great addition to your vacuum or extractor dust collection setup. They are great for experienced woodworkers and even DIY setups with a shop vac. I have the two most common kits, the Cen-Tec Quick Click and the Rockler Dust Right Flexiport or Click Connect system. I'll share pros and cons of each setup to help you decide which one is right for you. Also throw in 5 dust collection tips throughout the video and discuss alternative products. Spoiler alert, while both kits are much better than your standard shop vac hose and hardware store attachments, the Dust Right kit has one specific issue making me prefer the Cen-Tec. Let me start off with a pro for both and the main reason you would buy them. These fit all the tools I plan to use them with. My track saw, sander, router, belt sander, biscuit joiner, and dust attachments, making it very easy to switch between tools. I'll share the sizes on screen, but please measure your tools before buying. Both adapter sets fit snugly, and I'm not worried about them slipping off. The Cen-Tec 1.5-inch adapter, after some use, has loosened up slightly. Still snug, but the Dust Right does have a firmer connection. The Dust Right kit does also have these plastic clips to help secure them. I've used this kit for years and stopped using those clips after a couple weeks. They aren't needed. The Cen-Tec kit also has various fitment options based on the outer diameter OD of the couplers. This gives you some flexibility, but my first tip is to still use the right inner diameter ID connector to maximize the flow. I also weighed these, and the Quick Connect comes in slightly lighter, but barely. Tip 2, hoses can often tip sanders over when you aren't using them. Find a good way to set your sander down so it doesn't put pressure on the side of the pad. Next, going upstream, here's how the Quick Connect and Flexiport systems work. The Quick Connect uses plastic alignment pins on each side, and the Flexiport system has tabs. Both require 2 hands to properly disconnect, but the Dust Right Flexiport is a little more difficult. I find myself fighting it and having to wiggle the plastic back and forth to release. I give the advantage to the Cen-Tec here. The Dust Right adapters are shorter, so consider how you store your tools. If you store them in the original boxes, they may not fit with adapters. Due to these Quick Connect or Flexiport systems, the hose is necessary. Although the Cen-Tec is compatible with some 1.25-inch dust extractor hoses like Fine and Bosch, and the adapters can be bought separate from the hose. That's what I did with this Fine hose from my dust cart setup. These kits are around $50 with the hose depending on the length, but the hose is the main reason I would choose the Cen-Tec. The Dust Right expandable hose is awful. It should expand from 3 feet to 12 feet. Good luck getting anywhere close to 12 feet, and anywhere over 5 feet, it wants to pull the tool back. This is incredibly frustrating. I've used this hose for many years. It's well used, and it was much worse when I first got it. The Cen-Tec hose, which I don't have on hand, is very similar to this Fine hose. It's flexible but doesn't expand or contract. It isn't perfect, but it is my preference. The Cen-Tec hose appears to be designed to be less restrictive than the expandable hose by using a more constant inner diameter. The third tip, for the best dust collection, use the shortest hose length that is comfortable. Longer hoses are nice, but the longer the hose, the more flow or CFM will be reduced at the tool. There are some additional systems to note. The Dust Right has more recently added a non-expandable hose, but that comes in with a higher price tag than the Cen-Tec system. PowerTech also has a kit in a similar price range, but it appears to have similar expandable hoses that I wouldn't recommend. Tip number 4, make sure to use a fine dust or HEPA filter with your vacuum or dust extractor. If not, your vacuum may just be circulating fine dust. Using tools with a vacuum attached improves tool performance, helps keep your work area clean, and reduces dust in the air. However, there is still fine dust in the air, so wear your preferred dust mask for your lung health. Tip number 5, both kits have these openings to bleed off suction. I only recommend using that on a final light sanding pass before finishing. The logic is that the vacuum pressure can create swirl marks. In my opinion, if you have sanded through the grits and are on your final pass with light pressure, you shouldn't have sanding marks anyway, but it doesn't hurt. Mainly due to the hose and cost, I would recommend the Cen-Tec Quick Connect system. They also have conductive sets and various adapters with IDs and ODs listed on the site to get you properly set up without loose connections and duct tape. This video is not sponsored, just trying to share products that I recommend from my experience. I'll leave links in the description. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and check out other videos like my dust cart build.